You're a monster!
Hey everyone, First Order here, and in this video we are going to go over Rey, all of her abilities, star cards that I suggest, and how to succeed while using her. So let's get started.
Get ready!
First, let's start with her abilities. Insight, which allows Rey to see through walls and highlight enemies around her. This takes 10 seconds to recharge.
Where are you?
Mind Trick. Rey causes nearby enemies to become confused, resulting in their controls being inverted. This takes 20 seconds to recharge. And Dash Strike. Rey charges forward with her lightsaber dealing damage. This takes 10 seconds to recharge. Just like Kylo Ren, Rey's abilities work great together.
Easier than I thought. There. One way.
Now the star cards I suggest will be based off of two types of playing styles. You can either run Rey as a defensive hero or as an offensive hero. For defensive, I suggest 3 star cards. Deep Mind, which allows the Mind Trick ability to have a 15 to 30% longer duration on enemies affected by Insight. Farsight, which increases the Insight ability by 20 to 50%. May I remind you that the further you upgrade the card, the longer it will last, or the more powerful it will be. So if you have an epic card of Deep Mind, then it will have a 30% longer duration. But if you have the uncommon card, then you'll only have a 15% increase. And Survivor, which whenever Rey defeats an enemy, she regains 15 to 40 health, and an enemy villain, 20 to 45 health. With this playing style, you're going to want to stay towards the back and kill enemies while you can, and don't really run out of the shadows that often. This setup is used to reveal enemies through Insight, mind trick them, and kill them when they are stunned and get some health back in the process. Now for the offensive style, which I personally cater towards to more. The star cards you're going to want to equip are Deep Mind, which you all know that from a little while ago, Strong Mind, which increases the effective range of Mind Trick by 15 to 30%, and Opportunist, which allows Rey to deal extra damage to enemies infected by an immobilizing effect such as Mind Trick. This star card adds an extra 8 to 15 amount of damage. Now for the offensive type, you're going to rely on the Mind Trick ability. Use this as much as possible. The ability will have an increased effective range if you are using Insight, then the Mind Trick ability has a 15 to 30% longer duration depending on what type of Deep Mind card you have, and on top of all that, the Opportunist star card increases the damage to enemies affected by Mind Trick. So using Insight first and then Mind Trick, and then taking out all the enemies is the best strategy with Rey for this class setup. And personally, I prefer the offensive class setup more, but if you are more of a defensive type player, picking off foes when you can't, staying alive as long as possible, then the first class setup is for you. Rey costs 6,000 battle points on Takodana, Jakku, Starkiller Base, and Crate when The Last Jedi season comes out, and she will cost 8,000 battle points on Hoth, Endor, Naboo, Kashyyyk, Kamino, Death Star 2, Tatooine, and Yavin 4. The only really negative I see is the Dash Strike ability. This ability can get you killed very easily. The Dash Strike ability can only kill one class with one strike, and that is the Specialist class. If you see a Specialist all by themselves and it's near you, use the Dash Strike ability. All you have to do is hit them with it and they'll die.
You want to turn away. No more!
But the other classes such as Heavy, Assault, and Officer will take multiple hits with the lightsaber if you hit them with Dash Strike. So I wouldn't really recommend doing Dash Strike if there's a large group of enemies nearby you, but if you use the Insight ability, then use the Mind Trick ability and you see a Specialist right out the corner, you can use Dash Strike to kill the enemy and then get away quickly. The Dash Strike ability is similar to Han Solo's shoulder charge, where you can actually use that to get faster, so if you're in a tight situation and you have to run out of a room, you can use Dash Strike to easily run out of the room, or if you want to run faster when you spawn, use the Dash Strike ability to get in front of the people you spawned with. The thing I like about Rey the most is her mind trick ability and the star cards she has. The star cards allow for her mind trick ability to do some serious damage to enemy foes and enemy villains. You need to make sure that Insight is active every time you use mind trick in order for the deep mind star card to take effect and increase the duration of the mind trick ability, and then kill as many enemies as you can, inflicting double the damage. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop like, blast like, and all that good stuff, and if you are new, why don't you subscribe? For all things Star Wars, which hero or villain do you want to see me cover next? Comment down below. Anyway, this is the First Order, signing out.
For the Republic! Joy Fleet, dead ahead!
Vanguard, incoming!
Pretty sure I got it.
You cannot kill Sith.